despite hitting around for 6, some England fans were not happy yesterday with VAR in the Three Lions' World Cup opener. Harry Maguire, as we've talked about already, was denied an early penalty possibility, although I think we're all in agreement we thought it was a penalty.
Yes.
And we're not sure why it wasn't given as such, but it appeared he was wrestled to the ground by an Iranian defender before England then conceded a spot kick in injury time after John Stones was adjudged to have had a shirt pull in the box. What have you made of the officiating, Gabby, so far?
What I have been shocked at is how card-friendly they are, yellow cards. I mean, the first game, the ref, he was chasing everyone around with a yellow card. And I feel like you can't do much to get booked now. So it goes back to the convo about yesterday for the captains. You know, if Harry Kane had a yellow card going into the game, it could be a little silly challenge. It's like booking straight away. So it's tough for the players to award that armband. But apart from that, I feel like they try to let the games flow as much as they can, but I think VAR's got to do better. I want to know who's in the VAR studio, because how you can give Iran a penalty and not England is very confusing. Did they think that it's so early in the game to give England a penalty, knowing that we were going to win? I don't know, but that is a stonewall penalty. If that was in the Premier League, it's guaranteed to be given by
I can
VAR.
only assume, and it's just from one angle, that it does appear that Harry Maguire has his arm over the defender as well. So whether the VAR official has thought, well, it's a 50-50, nothing more to it. But there is certainly the other side of it, where the Iranian defender has both arms basically over Maguire, grappling him enough to bring him down.
The one that got given for Iran, the Iranian player going for the header was never going to get there. You know, the ball was going straight into Pickford's arms. You know what I mean? So it was confusing for me, but did they give it to Iran because it's the last minute of the game? I don't know, Ali.
You don't give the first one, you cannot give the second
No
one.
way.
I mean, the first one is more of a penalty than the second one. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I don't know what... I mean, it's pure officiating, it really is. And I take your point as well. I think the referees are a little bit card happy. It just seems sometimes, Gabby and Natalie, there's no such thing as a foul anymore. You know, it's either a yellow card or it's just...
I think someone got booked in the Qatar game, and I think it was like, it's my first one, ref.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get one, don't you? One not so bad foul, and it's like, okay, you've had one, next one's a booking. Yeah. Now it's like, no, first one booking.
But I think, I mentioned earlier on, Gab, I think the referee and the officiating at the England game yesterday, they get away with it because there was nothing in the game. But I was saying nothing in the game, England were very, very comfortable within the game.
But you don't
because you imagine that was at one each.
Yeah.
When
but don't you feel though, Ali, like at the England game yesterday, whenever a goal went in, I'm looking at the screen next to me, waiting to see if it was offside.
I know,
even
you're
when
not
Saka scored a volley, Sterling's goal,
You can't
I'm like,
actually
is
enjoy it.
Sterling onside when Harry Kane's crossed it? The players must feel like that now, but even us as viewers, you must be like, okay, is it a goal?
Yeah.
We have to wait to rank kick off.
Do you know what's brilliant, Gab? Right, I think it's the final goal. I think it's Grealish's goal.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Callum Wilson goes through, and if you watch it again, he has a look at the linesman. Right, he actually has a look at the linesman as he's going through, and then when Grealish scores,
he looks at the linesman.
Somebody looks at the linesman. Just had a quick look at the linesman.
I bet even when he's celebrating, Jack, he's probably thinking
is it a goal?
Is it a goal or not?
Has it been confirmed?
Exactly.
I hate that it's been taken out of the game.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, so VAR's had a few controversies in this game. There was also a lot of discussion about the amount of added time that we've seen in some of the games yesterday. In fact, both end of halves in yesterday's fixtures. The 4 single halves with the most stoppage time in World Cup history were all yesterday. So England, the first half, had a stoppage of 14 minutes, or added time of 14 minutes. Wow. The second half was 13 minutes, so you're totalling around 24 minutes really in that one. As for the USA-Wales, well, they had a 10-minute added on time at the end of the second half. And the Senegal-Netherlands game, which, as I keep mentioning, we don't really want to talk about, again, 10 minutes. It's an extreme amount of time we're seeing with this additional time added to games. What's going wrong here? I mean, in terms of, I understand the need for the ball being in play, and that's what FIFA wants. So that's why we're seeing so much added time. But it's extraordinary if you're calculating an extra 24 minutes.
But I think the England game was probably different because of the injury to the Iranian.
So that was in the first half.
That was different. But if you're going to make all these subs, managers are going to do it sometimes just a time waste. So it makes sense to add that time on. You know, for every sub, if it takes 30, 40 seconds to make a sub, you add that on. And if the goalkeeper's taking his time, you know what? I'm not gonna book the goalkeeper. Take your time because I'm adding it on. So you're gonna, there's no chance of wasting time, and a lot of the teams do that now to try and see out games. And even managers, can I make a sub at 70?
Yeah.
I have to wait till 80 because there's still 20 minutes left. That's going to go into their minds as well, isn't it?
I don't mind them actually adding the time on. You know, I think it's right. Anything that prevents time wasting is a good. I mean, I've got a wee idea myself. I mean, it's just an idea. If the ball goes out at the throw in, if they don't take it in 20 seconds, give it to the other team.
It's a good idea, that.
And
gosh.
Thanks. Yeah. And even a free kick, for example, if you don't take the free kick, maybe 30 seconds.
Yes.
You came up with that all by yourself?
I did. I just thought
it's
about
a great idea.
Well, it's just there might be a better idea, but I've just kind of thought about that one there.
Great. Oh, I think it's a great idea. Well done, Andy.
It's a really good idea. Really good. And I know that you are that innovative that you'd have thought of that.
Just come up there. I just spur of the moment, really. I don't know. I don't want to pat myself in the back.
We could call it the Max rule, couldn't we?
So work for talkSPORT, Rangers manager. Now you're going to work for FIFA, maybe?
Change the Max is devastated.
Max law.
I've just stolen his idea.
It was going so well up until then.